Many questions on Manchester United midfielder, now with Baleba deal hitting a wall because Brighton want to keep the player. If Manchester United can go for Morten Hjulmand, midfielder from Sporting, obviously Ruben Amorim knows the player so well. So he's a player who's always been appreciated by Amorim. But there are 2 points. First point, Sporting don't want to sell other top players after losing Viktor Gyökeres this summer. So it would be a tough and difficult deal to do. Second point, Manchester United at the moment have not started concrete talks, real talks for Morten Hjulmand. They are informed about the situation because it's a player who's always been in their list, one of the players they've been following for sure, well known by Ruben Amorim, and that's obviously a point, but at the moment they have not advanced in club-to-club talks, or they've not started concrete negotiations for Morten Hjulmand for several reasons, because they were focusing on Baleba, because they still wait to understand what kind of player they really want to sign with Baleba now not being available for this summer. I remind you on Baleba, guys, there is an idea to attack again in 2026, so find my video here, my previous video here on the channel. So let's see what happens. For sure, Hjulmand will be interested in a move to Manchester United, but Sporting need to be respected. Sporting want to keep the player, and so will not be.
Baleba officially signed. Fabrizio Romano confirms Carlos Baleba deal done to Man United. In a development that has electrified the football world, Manchester United have officially completed the signing of Carlos Baleba, with renowned transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano confirming the deal is done. This marks one of the most significant transfer stories of the summer, not only for United but for the Premier League as a whole. For months, speculation had swirled around Baleba's future, with several European giants closely monitoring his progress. Ultimately, the Red Devils emerged victorious in the race, securing one of the most promising young midfielders in world football. The signing is a statement of intent by United's hierarchy, demonstrating both ambition and foresight. Baleba becomes the 4th signing under the stewardship of manager Ruben Amorim, following the acquisitions of Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo, as well as the appointment of a new sporting director. Taken together, these moves signal a club undergoing a deliberate, strategic transformation aimed at restoring its place at the summit of English and European football. A rising star in world football. Carlos Baleba has been touted as one of the most talented midfielders of his generation. Born in Cameroon before moving to France during his formative years, Baleba's journey has been marked by persistence, discipline, and rapid development. Having risen through the academy ranks at Lille, he quickly earned a reputation as a technically gifted and physically imposing midfielder capable of dictating play. His ability to combine defensive resilience with creative distribution made him a standout in League One, attracting scouts from across Europe. What makes Baleba so appealing to clubs like Manchester United is not just his natural talent, but his versatility. Comfortable as both a defensive midfielder and a box-to-box engine, he offers flexibility that few young players possess. At just 20 years old, his reading of the game and maturity in possession belie his age. Observers have compared his style to a blend of Michael Essien's physicality and Frenkie de Jong's composure on the ball, a combination that could prove transformative for United's midfield. Baleba's signing on a reported 7-year contract underscores the faith United's management has in him. This is not a stopgap solution, but rather a cornerstone signing meant to define the next era of the club. By tying him down long-term, the Red Devils are safeguarding both their sporting ambitions and the potential financial upside, should Baleba's value skyrocket in years to come. A statement of intent. The move also reflects manager Ruben Amorim's footballing philosophy. Known for favoring a dynamic, high-pressing system that demands intelligence and stamina from his midfielders, Amorim will likely see Baleba as the linchpin in implementing his ideas at Old Trafford. United's midfield has long been an area of concern, criticised at times for lacking balance, energy, or consistency. Baleba's arrival could finally provide the blend of steel and creativity the club has been yearning for. With Cunha set to lead the line, Mbeumo adding width and unpredictability, and Baleba strengthening the spine of the team, Amorim is quietly reshaping United into a side that reflects his vision. For supporters, the long-term project feels more tangible now than it has in years. The pieces of the puzzle are beginning to fall into place. Super Sunday drama, Arsenal clash overshadowed. The timing of Baleba's announcement coincided with Manchester United's high-profile clash against Arsenal at Old Trafford, a fixture always steeped in drama, rivalry, and history. The stadium was buzzing with anticipation, not only for the game but also for the confirmation of Baleba's arrival. Supporters carried a renewed sense of optimism, eager to see the dawn of a new chapter. Yet football is rarely scripted to match the mood of the fans. United's encounter with Arsenal quickly turned sour when Riccardo Calafiori, Arsenal's newly acquired Italian left-back, broke the deadlock. The goal came from a poorly defended corner, with United's backline caught flat-footed. For all their attacking promise, defensive lapses continue to plague Amorim's side. United pushed forward relentlessly, spurred on by the Old Trafford faithful, but Arsenal's organisation and discipline made chances hard to come by. Cunha flashed moments of brilliance, Mbeumo's pace caused problems, but the cutting edge was missing. Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya remained largely untroubled despite United's late surge. The tactical chess match. Amorim's tactical fingerprints were visible throughout the contest. He urged his men to play with intensity, pressing high and attempting to force errors from Arsenal's defence. While the strategy yielded spells of pressure, Arsenal's composure under duress showcased the fine margins that separate top sides in the Premier League. As the match reached its climax, United threw everything forward. In stoppage time, Bruno Fernandes floated in a precision cross that found Matthijs de Ligt inside the box. The Dutch defender rose above his marker, but his header lacked venom, allowing Raya to make a comfortable save. The groans around Old Trafford were audible, a stark reminder of how cruel football can be when opportunity meets misfortune. Yellow cards and fouls began to pile up as emotions boiled over. Both sets of players looked exhausted, their physical and mental reserves drained. When the final whistle sounded, Arsenal emerged victorious, leaving United to reflect on missed chances and lessons learned. What Baleba brings to United. The immediate narrative surrounding United's defeat should not overshadow the significance of Baleba's signing. In many ways, his arrival could be the solution to several of the problems exposed against Arsenal. United's midfield, often criticised for being too passive or easily bypassed, will now benefit from Baleba's energy, athleticism, and ability to break up play. Moreover, his composure in possession provides a platform for United to build attacks more effectively. Too often in recent seasons, United have struggled to transition smoothly from defence to attack. Baleba's vision and passing range could bridge that gap, allowing the forwards to flourish with better service. The prospect of Baleba linking up with Fernandes, Casemiro, and other midfielders is tantalizing. His presence could also reduce the physical burden on players like Casemiro, allowing the veteran to operate more efficiently without being overextended. Looking ahead, a new era in the making. While the defeat to Arsenal serves as a sobering reminder of the work still to be done, optimism abounds at Old Trafford. With Baleba secured, the sense is that United are laying the groundwork for sustainable success. Patience will be required, as new signings adapt to the rigors of the Premier League and Amorim's tactical methods, but the foundations are promising. The season is long, with countless opportunities to rebound and establish momentum. Fans will eagerly await Baleba's debut, speculating on how quickly he can adapt and whether he can become the missing piece of the midfield puzzle. His first appearance in a United shirt will undoubtedly be one of the most anticipated moments of the campaign. Off the pitch, the deal reinforces United's strategy of prioritizing youth and long-term potential. In contrast to past windows where the club leaned heavily on marquee, short-term solutions, this summer's acquisitions suggest a new direction, one that blends young promise with calculated experience. Conclusion. Carlos Baleba's signing is more than just another transfer. It is a statement about Manchester United's ambitions, their willingness to invest in the future, and the determination to build a team capable of competing with the very best. Despite the immediate sting of defeat against Arsenal, the overall trajectory remains upward. Supporters will now turn their attention to the coming fixtures with renewed excitement. With Baleba, Cunha, and Mbeumo forming the nucleus of a revitalized squad, and with Ruben Amorim steadily imprinting his philosophy, the journey ahead promises both challenges and moments of brilliance. For Manchester United, the arrival of Carlos Baleba could mark the dawn of a new era, one defined not by nostalgia for past glories, but by the building of a new identity, forged through youth, vision, and ambition.